Hello everyone, Ultimate Legend here. Today I'm going to give you all a little bit of a tiny tutorial of how to become an invisible Black Knife Assassin and what kind of build is required to do so. Well, as you probably know, or don't know, the Black Knife Assassin armor attire, unaltered, is currently bugged. If you use the Concealing Veil, it will not stack with this buff that the regular Black Knife Assassin armor will provide. You see right now in the description, traces of power yet remains in its Concealing Veil, which muffles the sound of footsteps. Basically, it has a buff, if you wear it like this, that it will muffle your footsteps, making you unable to be heard on the ground. But because it already has a buff, it will not stack with the Concealing Veil. Meaning, trying to be invisible is also out of the question. And I'm going to show it right now. As you see right now, nothing changes about the armor right now. And you might think that's because I'm not right now fighting against an invader or anything, but no. If you literally see yourself not getting turned invisible if you use Unseen Form, it is still currently bugged, and that's why you don't see your character go invisible. But if you alter the Black Knife Assassin armor, which means that the veil that it has is removed, yeah, the buff right now is stopped right now, you can see that you go a little bit more invisible. You can see through your character. And that means that it actually works. So if you want to play as a Black Knife Assassin that is invisible, you have to use the unaltered armor version. But if you use the unaltered armor version, you will still, as you can hear right now, hear the footsteps. Meaning the enemies, if you're doing PvE, can still hear you. So how do you fix that? Well, you don't have to use specifically the dagger that I'm using, but a dagger, well, if you're playing as an assassin, it makes all the more sense to use something similar to a dagger like the Black Knife Assassin's Black Knife. But anyway, you should use a weapon that has been infused with the Ash of War Assassin's Gambit. Assassin's Gambit is a Ash of War that, if used, I'm going to show it right now, gives you basically, right now as you can see, or here, it muffles your entire character's body movement. So you can stack this with the Unseen Form, and there you go. You have right now an invisible Black Knife Assassin character, if you so desire to play as one. But keep in mind, the unaltered armor has less resistance, so I advise you to at least have Golden Vow ready, some of the most physical absorption or any other kind of absorption flask of Wondrous Physic equipped, as well as some boiled crab to increase the defense on your character. And also, if you really want to play with the Black Knife Assassin, as I'm playing right now, you should always use the Concealing Veil, Assassin's Crucial Dagger, Assassin's Crimson Dagger to be a true cosplay. And of course, if you don't want to look like a phantom, if you help someone out, you can use this one also. But if you don't want to do PvE together with someone else, I would advise to just use the, well, it depends really on you. You could use the Shot of Alexander, you could use the Dagger Talisman if you so desire. Or you could use, if you want to spam the Weapon Art, or use Weapon Arts a little bit more effective, you could also use the Great Boost Power. Oh, damn. Nah, you know, you get the idea. You could just use the Shot of Alexander if you want to use the Weapon Art a little bit more, daggers, the Dagger Talisman if you're going to go for crit, or, in my advice, the Physical Absorption Talisman. In other words, the Dragon Crest, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, what was it, the name of the talisman? Yeah, the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. For the extra physical defense. Now, before I'm gonna quit right now, I'm also gonna show you what kind of flask I'm right now using before we go. Because the black knife, if you were wondering what kind of damage it actually does, it does holy damage. So for my flask of Wondrous Physic, I'm using right now the Holy Shrouding Cracktear for the boost of holy damage. So the weapon art will get an increase in damage if I'm using this one. And, again, the one that is using or giving you a little bit more damage negation. That is right now the entire setup. I hope this was useful, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.